Hello, everyone. You'll have to forgive me as my dogs might bark while I'm recording this, but I am responding to the Module 5 poverty. For prompt 1, I think it could be extremely easy for someone to be both confused and misled when dealing with the RTO, which is rent to own industry. I think that when someone sees this really low starting price along with free delivery or free installation, it could be extremely misleading and make it easy to ignore all of the other fees you may soon pay. When I think of similar industries that act in a similar manner, I think about my phone bill. While it does not sound similar at all, I have found they offer deals, but in reality, those deals that I have T-Mobile, not that it matters, but those deals that T-Mobile offers ultimately just add to the price of my phone bill. And again, that's pretty misleading. I found the end of the article important and interesting to share. At the end of the article, a Vietnam veteran by the name of Jack is mentioned. The article shares how Jack got a bedroom set from the RTO industry. While he was on top of the payment at first, he soon became behind. Those extra fees on top of the original charges were soon far too overwhelming. While the original worker did not have the heart to repossess the bed set, another worker did. They made another worker, go and take the bed set from him. While I have already mentioned something similar, like my phone bill, my father had gotten a sofa once, and while he was not unable to pay when charges were due, he was confused on the additional fees. After that, it did easily become overwhelming. For prompt 2, I think the biggest factor of this involves underpaid jobs with no benefits, and similar things along those lines. I've seen it firsthand, people judging others for their standing and saying things like, just go get a job. But it unfortunately is not that easy for some. I believe it is true when Rank mentions out of sight, out of mind. A lot of people have the privilege to not have to worry about a job, money, or healthcare, which makes it easy to ignore the many people who do have to worry and are forced to struggle. I didn't have to grow up worrying, but I also grew up being taught to understand and have empathy for those who do. I think that would be extremely important for everyone to do. Rank gives several good points and explanations as to why people face poverty and why it ultimately affects us all by not only discussing the lack of well-paying jobs, but also the disadvantages many families face. While again I have not experienced a lot of these issues discussed in the article firsthand, I have seen them in some of those closest to me. In the article, they talk about food stamps and single mothers who face these hardships and struggles. A friend of mine, since I've known her, has lived with just her mom and her younger sister. The way they've always lived was different from me and what I've experienced. I think it opened my eyes and helped me understand the difference in how people live.